Hey everyone, this is Matt Lopez from the Daily Trade. You already know me. I am here in the live streams Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. You see me here in the mornings. You will see me here in the mornings every day now. The live stream will be on. Maybe I will not be the whole time, but the live streams will be on with all the data you need. You also see me in the watch list here now every night, right? So you also see me in the chat. You see me on TikTok. You see me on Twitter. You see me on Instagram. You see me on uh, anything you can find me on. Facebook group, we just had that open. So you find me anywhere and you can contact me, you can get a hold of me, and you can ask me anything you need to. That's what I am here for. That's what most of us are here for, right? We're all here for a collection and a goal to get investment satisfied with, how our financial future is going to be. And that's the way it should be, right? And so that's pretty much what I want to run through with you guys. I mean, it's just something that is really torn is that a lot of people don't trade as much as they should to secure their financial future, and that's something that that's always on the back of my mind is that are these people ready? But other than that, sorry to blabber and just pretty much go off all this different stuff right now. We are here for the watch list, right? Tonight is the watch list. We are going to be covering a couple things. You already know a couple of them, like Tesla. Uh, well, first off, big boy played today. Roku, right? Roku, we played this today. If you're in the watch list, you saw that break from that 240 area, and we got that break to the 244. So we got almost there, almost halfway throughout the day. That was an awesome way to go through the day, right? So Roku news came out this morning. I didn't even know about the news, right? I didn't know there was news. Nobody told me about news. I didn't see anything about the news. I just played the technical analysis that was there at the morning, seeing that there was flow coming in, seeing that the ticker alert that you see right here on the right side of your screen in the green, that was popping with Roku. So pretty much hopped in, got my calls ready, got 245 call, got a 250 call. Let's go. Got in, made the profit, got out, secured it, done for the day, right? So that's the way it should be. Roku pretty much rose on that HBO Max deal, whispers, right? So that's pretty much a rumor. And if you don't know already, in the market, we like to run on rumors and then sell actual news, or if it wasn't real, then we sell. And then buy the dip. It's pretty much the recycle of what the market really is, and that's really why we are here, because you're flipping. It's almost like flipping houses, right? You want to flip the stock from a low price to a high price, or sell it from a high to a low. It just depends what you're playing, calls or puts, or if you're at a loss, maybe you got to sell at a loss. That sucks, but we all learn from different mistakes. So I mean, Roku, right? We already see that Roku had a great day today. It finally broke off, right? We can see if you look at technical analysis correctly, you can see the volume was dropping off on nothing and it wasn't going anywhere, right? We weren't moving in really any direction. It was just kind of staying steady. Volume was dropping off, waiting for a movement either down or up, right? You could have seen a red huge candle here, still would have been continuation with the volume. That would have been perfect. TA as well. Same thing with rising, right? It can work either way with this volume and the way this chart is working out, although it was more bullish than anything. So that volume came in, that worked out perfectly. In the day, you can see that we had volume all throughout the morning. That's usually where most of the money is coming in from, right? And there was a lot of algos playing in the first part of the morning. And if you go into the 1 minute, you can kind of see that as well. Algos were playing the first part of the morning, first part of the show before people actually started getting FOMO, right? We don't already know 80% of the market is run on algos. Always, always, always remember that 80% of the market's running on algos. You're playing against the freaking computer. You're not playing against another person. The market maker is really a computer, okay? So the first part was pretty much run. And if you don't know already, spreads on Roku are terrible. You should already know that Roku spreads are terrible to trade, but if you catch it at the right time, you are able to profit generously. So you're able to see that most of the algos were playing in this first part, trying to trick a lot, trying to shake out a lot. And then you actually get some volume kicking in with a lot of hedge funds, retail, anything that comes in. pushing it a lot higher. And as we get a lot of choppiness over the rest of the day, you are able to see that we are able to continue higher. Okay. And that is just a rundown of what happened today with Roku, but we still have a couple more to go through and pretty much to continue to look out for the rest of the week, which is basically tomorrow, because tomorrow, guess what? Expiration day. All right, so the watch list for tomorrow as well is going to be Tesla, right? Where are we seeing Tesla before December 21st? What is December 21st, if you ask, even though I've talked about it in the past couple watch lists this week? Tesla is joining the S&P on December 21st. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe, because you are able to see all this news going up until, pretty much whenever you quit trading, right? So where do we see Tesla? I want you to like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe. That'll get you to see and know everything that you need to pay attention to in the market. We also are always active in the chat. You can always text on the screen right there. Text Daily Trade 239970 for the market updates. You also get market news, and you will get YouTube channel updates. So to continue on from there, sorry about that. Where do we see Tesla before December 21st? 540 is perfect, right? So we're looking at Tesla. We go back to Tesla, and I'm going to tell you this over and over again. Whole numbers for Tesla is what you always want to see. Tesla 100, Tesla 200, Tesla 300, Tesla 400, Tesla 500, right? Whole numbers are huge for Tesla. And it doesn't mean it's going to stop there. It means it's going to stop there for just a second. It's going to creep up on you. And then, boom, you're going to continue higher. And then you're going to FOMO in all the way at the top when you should have gone in right at that whole number of 500. So pretty much today we touched that 500. We got over it. It was nice to get over it. It was, it was interesting. It rose 4.3% to 507.76 per share. Pretty much building off the gains from the whole week off that news, right? And we broke out continuously. We're continuing to break out on this weekly chart, as you can already tell from the watch list yesterday. I showed you that channel breakout, right? That was the ascending triangle, and that's pretty much what we've been looking at. And that's what we want to continue to see. If we get another week of the same bullishness, we're probably going to see a little bit of choppiness, then continue to move higher towards that 540, 550 level, right? We're going to see a lot of movement. I mean, people get news late, right? If you're barely catching this news, imagine other people that might catch the news maybe a week down the road. And a lot of people, it sucks, but that's why you always got to be active and just check it sometimes. Check the market, check the news. You might be missing out on something, right? Check the channel. You want to subscribe to the channel because you want to see the updates on the market. That is a true fact. Paying attention to that, we're going to see a lot of this gapping up over Tesla overnight because there's a lot of hype. But same thing happened, right? Same thing happens every time with Tesla. Same thing happened last year. Same thing happened this year. There's a lot of hype in the past 2 years with Tesla, and it's a lot of fun to trade it. You just got to make sure you have the capital. You're not risking everything. You're not FOMOing in the last minute. You're not waiting until halfway through the day to get in, because guess what? Most of the time, halfway through the day, half the volume drops off and you're stuck trying to sell your option that sucks, or the volume's so choppy that you can't even get out, right, without a loss. So seeing our next price target getting to that pivot point right there, the 530 area. And we're already above all-time highs at the, breaking today. So why can't we go higher, right? We have to test it again. We're at 499 in at close, but in after hours, we're at 493. We need to go higher. That's really where we need to go. We are going to test it again. There's, testing these numbers of an all-time high is not, it's not always going to be a first time. It's going to happen again and again and again. That's the market, right? You're going to test these new all-time highs all the time. So that's pretty much where we have to go, is higher. And before that December 21st, people are going to be hopping in. There's nothing that's going to change about the stock, just that more people are going to be involved in it, right? It's just same thing with the split. Nothing changes with the split. It just looks like you have more shares. So people just hype it up and thinking you are, getting privilege of owning the stock. It's not really. You're just running from the hype. You're just going with it, right? That's all you want to do is just run with the hype and then sell when you feel comfortable because you've run with the hype and let all the people, let all the late bloomers get your option that you sold to them, right? So be happy with that. Other thing, SQ is on its way to break out towards the end of the year. Not only that, but we look ready to break out as well very soon. So it's not only into the end of the year, but we are looking to break out very soon a lot higher, right? We already got that breakout earlier this week to continue higher. Now, guess what? We are looking to go even further, right? We just need a big upside to the 200s back again to retest it. Just like I said with Tesla, we are going to test that whole number again. We're going to test the whole number with not only that, but we are going to test its all-time high. So looking to get there, and the first price target is going to be our 205, but 200 is what we have to get through, right? So getting through that is going to be our ultimate goal, getting into a price target of about 200 just before the third week of December. That's where it's a good time goal because the last 2 weeks aren't always fun with a lot of volume. We always see a drop off just because of the bank closures, just because of the holidays, the end of the year. It drops off. So that's what we're looking at. And then we kind of close out probably around 210 if we get some calls now, right? So looking to get in early, not late, looking to have a better entry price and not a worse one. So that's our whole goal. And other ones you want to pay attention to as well are Snapchat, and I'll show you Snapchat in just a second. We're seeing some volume coming in on Snapchat today with some unusual option flow. Seeing that Snapchat has been in a range for the past few weeks, right? We see that range here. We're seeing it as a nice little channel that we're able to pay attention to, and it's a nice little bull flag, but we may see it to continue to drop off and just have a little bit more courtesy of some volatility before we actually get a nice spike, right? And that spike probably will come in the next couple weeks as the market continues higher. And we talked about SPY yesterday, right? We're going to see SPY drop off. We could see SPY drop off with that vaccine news. But guess what? If there's no vaccine news or no good news as we do the rotation, you're pretty much going to see the drop to, pretty much those value stocks, the travel stocks. But guess what's going up because of COVID? All these stocks that are at-home stocks, right? So that's really what we're looking at, as well as tech. Snapchat is one of those that everyone's going to pay attention to as well, because guess what? It's not a stay-at-home stock, but it's a tech stock. So people are on this at home all the time if they're not at work. Teenagers too. So it's the same thing. Plug, we're getting some volume in that as well. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So Plug, there is some unusual volume today on calls. We didn't see it as much during the day, but there was unusual call flow coming into the end of the day. So that's something to look out for. I will talk about that more tomorrow during the live stream in the morning. So be sure to pay attention to that in the live stream tomorrow, just to see if we can catch anything. NEO, if you don't already know, we talked about NEO yesterday in the watch list. And that was pretty much talking about, how they had such a, it wasn't a terrible at all. It wasn't anything for their earnings. It was just, what they expected it to be, even on this massive run up. So if you can have that type of earning and, pop even more, that's great. But it's not a fair value, and we're still trying to see what a fair value is in this market, right? We're seeing all these multiples on these stocks that we don't really, ever see before the whole COVID crisis. So NEO still getting a lot of volume. It had the most volume today. We've seen 233 volume, 233 million, sorry, on it. And as well as what I was going to talk to next was FCEL, right? FCEL, you all know, fuel cell energy has been running for the past couple days, and guess what? There's no news, nothing. This thing is running for days, right? We see a 7-day pretty much tracking, or 6-day tracking of it running 122% right now, and after hours it pretty much is about 95%. Why is this thing running? Nothing. There is no news. The only thing that is pretty much buying up is just might be rumors, might be some type of scam, might be some algos, who knows? But there's not any news coming out with this. Even bullish investors on it from JP Morgan say the same thing, right? There's nothing that is coming out, and they're all pulling out of theirs. So why not have people pull out now? Look at 122% can't pretty much contain itself even on such a low cap stock like this, right? So seeing that, we're going to see, possibly a downside to this next week. And that's what we're really looking for, is trying to see what is going to happen with that. And so just paying attention to these stocks is a lot of stuff to go through your mind. You have to go through the research, right? You have to find all these stocks that are moving. And in the watch list, not the watch list, but the live stream, you can see the stocks that are moving. You can see in the right hand screen right now what moved in the day, right? The most active volume, the fallers today, the risers, and you really want to pay attention to that, because that is what is going to help you when you're trading, right? You're going to want to see what is the most active so that you can trade that, right? You want to be in the stuff that is most active, not the stuff that is slowly moving. But yes, I want to thank you once again for joining me tonight in the watch list. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took a lot of advice from this. And not only that, but you're able to take this on into your experience as well, and take it on, use it to your advantage. And you know what? Have fun. Don't let trading get to your mind. It's all about fun, learning more, finding those mistakes, and putting it towards your long-term goals, right? Trading is about doing the short term. Investing is doing the long term, and that's what you want to do. You want to do that investing long term. Take that short-term profit, turn it into long-term profit. All right. Other than that, hope to see you tomorrow morning again in the live stream, 30 minutes before open. I will see you there. Hope to see you there. Like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Thank you.